Masterpiss here, and in this video we're going to do a rundown on the Frost Scythe machine gun build. Now this build is something you want to use mainly for mythic pluses and boss fights that have 4 or more targets, so you can use this a lot for Renferal, Il'gynoth, and even viable for Xavier. Okay, so we'll start off with talents. So your talents pretty much, you do have a lot of choices, but there are your best of choices that will just really work well with each other. So in your 56 tree you want to be taking Icy Talons. This will increase your auto attacks 10% per Frost Strike, stacking 3 times, so a total of 30%. Next is Frozen Pulse. Now Frozen Pulse works when you have 1 full rune and 1 rune charging, so less than 2 whole runes, and on your auto attacks will pulsate for damage, so works really well with Icy Talons. At 58 you want to take Avalanche. Now this just provides a lot more AoE damage, but also in saying that if you're doing a Mythic Plus, Ice Cap does work very well with Winter is Coming. Now if you've got a group that has high stuns, so say a Demon Hunter, a Warrior Tank, and a Shaman of any spec, Elemental or Resto, whatever, they have a lot of stun, so you will get the stun cap very quickly, so you can take Avalanche for more damage over more stuns. 60, there's really only one choice here, Winter is Coming for the stuns. Now you can take Blinding Sheet, but it's a Disorientate, and Disorientate's break on damage, so it's counterproductive for a Mythic Plus speedrun. And Abomination's Might's not too bad, but it's a stun again, so it's going to go on diminishing returns. In 75, you've got White Walker, which will just another damage reduction for you, another DR, so it will reduce damage by 20%. Another potential is Volatile Shielding, which is, you know, it's more AMS, but AMS is pretty much a pretty good amount at the moment, so you don't need really more than, I think it's about 500k, yeah, 750k, so you don't need more than that. Permafrost, probably stay away from it because 30% of your auto attacks is so negligible that it's not going to make a real difference. In 90, now this is the big one, the Frost Scythe. Frost Scythe will be pretty much, I don't know, like 50% of your damage. It's absolutely huge. With Frost Scythe, you can basically spam it on 4 targets and it's just going to absolutely annihilate everything. In your 100 spec, you do get a bit of options here. You can go Obliteration to force the crit onto the Frost Scythe, or you can go Glacial Advance for just more base AoE damage, more rune control. So you do get a little bit of options there. Most people run Glacial Advance. So they're basically your talents. So with stat priorities, the best thing to do is continuously sim yourself. The more you sim yourself, you can see which piece of gear is giving you the most value and what kind of stats that you want to be achieving. So as a baseline, you want to hit about 25% haste, then 25% crit, and 8% versatility. After that, it's just haste all the way. So if you hit those 3 soft baselines, you just want to start stacking haste. So onto your opener. Your opener is absolutely crucial for your burst DPS. So your burst DPS is going to be basically your entire DPS for a Mythic Plus. In a heroic raid or mythic raid, it's going to pretty much set up your entire rotation. So the first thing you want to do is pre-pot. Once you get your timer down to about 2 seconds, you want to open the pre-pot so you can use a second one in the encounter. If it's a Mythic Plus, not so much necessary. The first thing you want to do is you want to start off with Howling Blast at range. Once you get into range, you want to use a Glacial Advance, or you can use a Remorseless Winter, because the next one is the Glacial Advance. So it's basically Howling Blast, Remorseless Winter, Glacial Advance. That sets you up with about 30 runic power, giving you enough to get into the encounter for your first Frost Strike. After the first Frost Strike, if you do not have a Killing Machine proc, you want to Obliterate. If you've got a Killing Machine proc, you want a Frost Scythe. And then it's just onto your rotation. You want to use Pillar of Frost after your first Obliterate, and then onto your rotation. Now, in a Mythic Plus, you want to time your Pillar of Frost with your Remorseless Winter for the stun. So if you're going to use the Remorseless Winter at the start of the encounter, you want to use your Pillar of Frost straight away. So you can get the 2 seconds and you can start stunning. And now I'll demonstrate an opener on 3 targets.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's your opener. Rotation, it's more of a priority list rather than a rotation. So the first thing you want to be doing is you want to be upkeeping your Frost Fever. With Frost Fever upkept, you want to be kind of using Rime procs all the time. Look, most of the time with the Rime proc rate at 45%, you're going to be able to upkeep it with just that. After that is maintaining your Icy Talons. So using Frost Strike just when Icy Talons is about to drop. After that is a Frost Scythe with a Killing Machine proc. And then you want to be using Obliteration when you have more than 2 runes up. When you have a single rune up and you don't have a Killing Machine proc, you want to be using either your Remorseless Winter or your Glacial Advance, whichever's up. And that's pretty much the rotation for it. It's a very simple rotation. There's not much into it. The hardest thing really to do is to upkeep your Frost Strike. Because you don't have the Runic Attunement, you're getting a lot less Runic power, so you really have to control your Frost Strikes in this one. Now do a demonstration of a full rotation on 3 targets.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And coming up for second pre-pots, so second pre-pot, Remorseless Winter, and again we go. And it's really about the upkeep of Icy Talons. Like, you keep that up the whole time and you're just laughing. And that's it, guys. That's the rotation. Simple. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them into the comments section below. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel. I also do a stream that will also be in the description below, where you can watch raids and any other live discussions about the class you'd like to do. Thanks again for watching, guys. Masterpiss out.